Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to do top 20 upcoming PlayStation VR2 games video as of June 2022. Now, little disclaimer, in this video we only talking about the games that are 100% officially confirmed, you know, by the developer. They had to basically said it themselves. There is plenty of games that you're not gonna see here, but they like heavily rumored and I'm 99.9% sure they will appear on PSVR2, like Gran Turismo 7, be it Half-Life Alyx, Blade and Sorcery, Hellsplit Arena. We just have to wait for this official confirmation, even though the developer gave us plenty of hints that they will be coming. But as of now, I can only concentrate on the games that the developers themselves said they are coming to PlayStation VR publicly and officially. Also, this list of course gonna dynamically change as more games gets announced. Okay, let's get started. At number 20, we've got a game called ULTRAWINGS 2. A sequel to quite popular and quite beloved little, let's call it flight arcade slash sim game. This one, what they do is basically took the old game and made it bigger and better, but still kept this charm of ULTRAWINGS 2. I think there was few bugs at the launch of PC version. I think it's all sorted now. At number 19, we've got Samurai Slaughterhouse. The developer said they making MetaQuest 2 and PlayStation VR2 version. Now this is one of those physically combat games, but it's got very nice system in it, because it's actually got quest for you to complete, so it gives you the reason to play more and more. It's got very nice original art style, very brutal, and at moments also quite hilarious, so it will be very nice addition. Next one is EXORCIST Legion VR Scene. Scene starts from strength in numbers. We didn't show that much footage, but original EXORCIST Legion VR had many fans. Now this one gonna be basically a co-op horror game, so that should be fun. Number 17 is a sports game. We need some of those in VR as well, and this is already popular on PC and Quest, the beta. This is BLACKTOP Hoops, a basketball game with, you know, quite over-the-top gameplay, which is very satisfying and very addictive. At number 16, a game that I really like and I wish more people played it. This is VR Skater. So the developer confirmed that they're gonna do PSVR2 version, and I'm really glad, because it's very fun title. I think some people been complaining that there wasn't much content at the launch. The thing is, the way the levels are designed, there actually is a lot of content. You just have to keep playing and find different paths. But anyway, they added some more stuff already, so once it comes to PSVR2, it should be even more content. Another one coming this year to PC and Quest, and then eventually to PlayStation VR2. It's Among Us, but in virtual reality, developed by the developer Shell Games. You know them from I Expect You to Die 1 and 2, and also Until You Fall, so very solid studio. Another one of the very early PlayStation VR2 announcement, the game that will work in flat and also in virtual reality, created by solo dev. I think this is Lo-Fi, a cyberpunk, futuristic, whatever, neon-oil, I think he wants to call it like that, game when you are a cop and you got like different paths to take. You can be a good cop or bad cop, whatever. Another one is Return to NANGRIM. Now this one is for fans of Skyrim in virtual reality. So this is one of those games that's gonna be playable in flat, but also in virtual reality. I think original plans involved PSVR1 version, but I'm not sure if PSVR1 version will be happening, but the game will be coming to PSVR2. Okay, and the one that coming to PSVR1 and PSVR2, an exclusive for PlayStation VR, funded through the PlayStation talent with their help. This is a horror game, something what we want more lately in virtual reality. Finally, like a, let's say, higher quality one. This is Do Not Open. And another very early announcement for PlayStation VR2, a game with super cool soundtrack and very nice art style. This is Runner, a game with procedurally generated enemies and levels. When you're going on the bike, it's not on rails, you're controlling the bike, but also you shooting, so it's all about speed, bullets, and your wits and reflexes. Sounds very good to me. Okay, and now we are in the top 10. Number 10 is Medieval Fantasy. This is, let's say, one of those tycoon type of games, so you've got your settlement that you're expanding, building, looking after, but also it's got some gameplay elements, you know, like fighting and hunting, I think protecting, I don't know. A lot of going on in this game, but if you want to build your own medieval village and just build anything in VR, then look no further than Medieval Dynasty. The first game that got announced for PlayStation VR. This is PAVLOV. I think originally the developer said they're gonna do PAVLOV Shack for PSVR2. I'm sure it must have changed by now. If it's not, if it's PAVLOV Shack, then this is out of the list, but I'm sure they're gonna bring proper PAVLOV experience, judging by what we've seen from Horizon, Call of the Mountain and Resident Evil 8. PSVR can easily pull better even graphics that, you know, most PCs. Let's don't forget, if you check on Steam, many PCs, you know, there is some people who's got very high-end machines, but many of them is like, yeah, it just run games. Okay, at number 8 we've got Firmament, coming from the developer Cyan. So they bring us Abduction, a game that I really like, and they bring us In Past Mist, a game that I super like and many people liked it for ages. Firmament originally meant to come out for PlayStation VR, but they changed their mind, they're gonna do it for PSVR 2. Rightfully so, with Abduction, even though it's an awesome game and eventually it's got updated to look better, sadly they've had a lot of problems to bring it to virtual reality using original PS4 hardware, so now they changed and that is good. Number 7 is Ghostbusters VR from the developer NANGRIM. So we already got some Ghostbusters games on PSVR store, but let's be honest, they're quite terrible. Ghostbusters VR is different, it's done by a solid developer, but also it's gonna let you play co-op and catch some ghosts. If you're looking for Phasmophobia, which is not announced for PSVR, hopefully yet, and hopefully they will announce it, then Ghostbusters and Exorcist Legion VR as well should fill that gap. Number 6 is, well, I'm gonna call it, let's say, best of the rest. So this is another indie game before we get to the big studios releasing their games for PSVR. This is SuperKit. The developers actually today announced the PSVR 2 version, but I really like To The Top. I think this is one of those games that got super fun gameplay mechanics, a lot of content, but it's overlooked, maybe because it's done by smaller studio, maybe art style, I don't know. But this one gonna change it all. It's gonna have those elements probably from To The Top, but expanded. It's got some combat as well. So I'm expecting so amazing parkour platforming on PlayStation VR, especially with those new controllers. It's gonna be awesome. Number 5 is No Man's Sky for PlayStation VR 2, announced during State of Play. Now listen, I could easily put it on number 1, but since this game is already out in VR and we can play it on our original PSVR, even though it's very blurry, unless you've got PS5, but nevertheless it's still worth being on this list. Yes, one of the greatest experiences probably what you can have in VR when it comes to the amount of content. It's gonna play even bigger and better on PSVR 2. At number 4 I've put Resident Evil 4. We don't know how much content there will be. All Sony said is that the content is in the development. We've got those detailed screenshots at the end, which looks like VR version. So it might be very well full game. Maybe they just cannot talk about it yet, I don't know. But there will be something hopefully quite big, or maybe brand new adventure set in this world. That would be pretty cool as well. So anyway, that's what I've got at number 4. And now let's go to the big 3. And we're starting from Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution. We all waiting for this game. It's gonna come this year to PSVR, but also after PSVR 2 releases, the game will come to PlayStation VR 2. What we don't know is if you buy PSVR version, if it's gonna be compatible with PSVR 2. We're waiting for the developers to kind of announce something so we can know. But still, whichever version you buy, I'm sure this game gonna be quite great. Okay, at number 2, this game looks beautiful. We all saw the trailer, it plays for you in the background. Horizon Call of the Mountain, brand new adventure set in the Horizon universe. You don't play as Aloy, you are Reyes, your own character, who's very good with bow and arrows, something what works great in virtual reality. Also, he seems to be good in climbing mountains. You know what? I played the climb in past and I wanted more, and that's gonna give it to me. That's gonna be pretty awesome. So graphically looks fantastic already. I just can't imagine how great it's gonna look in the headset. And number one, you probably all guessed it already, this is Resident Evil 8. So PlayStation 5 version will be compatible with PSVR 2, so I'm assuming the game will get either update or it will get paid VR DLC. When it comes to the VR in Resident Evil 7, you know, you still played with DualShock, it worked in VR, but you have to play with DualShock and use your head for aiming. In Resident Evil 8, all the actions are actually reworked for virtual reality, so you'll be using your both hands, you'll be able to dual-wield weapons, you'll be able to swap them on the fly. It won't be this kind of flatness interface in virtual reality game, as you saw in Resident Evil 7, but it's gonna be proper virtual reality mode. Okay, that's it for now. That's the top 20 PSVR 2 games as of this month, June. Who knows what's gonna change next month? We're gonna have to find out and see. Let me know which ones are your favorite games and put it down in the comment section, your own list if you want to. And of course, big shout out to all the patrons. You are all awesome. And that's it, bye.